Where were you when the WAP dropped? It's your boy Chris Stevens. This is a Friday Express edition of the Groove Line, and today we're going to celebrate the 5th anniversary of the song that changed, well, not the world, but it definitely got people up in arms. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion with WAP, which stands for Wet Ass. Meow. It was a fun time in American history because, of course, we were in the pandemic during that time, and obviously, folks were indoors, folks were bored. Cardi and Megan said, "I got an anthem for the ladies who want to be outside," and nothing says being outside like bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass. That record was fun from the perspective of people. It got people up in arms. People were so angry at this record, like conservatives, like Christians, people who are anti-rap, people who are anti-woman, people who are anti a good time, really. Because really that song was a good time for anybody who had an open mind. And it's so funny because it samples Frank Ski's "There's Some Hoes in This House." If you're a Baltimore club person, you know that one. There's some hoes in this house. If you see them, point them out. There's some hoes in this house. You know. And I just found it funny that people were upset about this because dudes have been talking about what they do to women on record for years. Can't get mad at it. Can only respect it. And that song was named by a lot of publications as the top song of 2020. It went #1 pop. So apparently a lot of people, especially a lot of women, relate to having a wet ass. It just is what it is. The legend of that record to me is the gloves officially came off. I mean, female rap had already started to sort of have this new energy with it, with Nicki Minaj coming in earlier on in the 2010s. Then you had this new group of women who just weren't going to take anything lying down, like Megan, Cardi, Glorilla, Doja Cat, Doshi right now. There's a lot of feminine energy in rap that is irresistible. And WAP was a touch point for that. And you can't take that record away from anybody. You can't take it away from Megan. You can't take it away from Cardi. Like just listening to the lyrics, they talk about everything that entails what builds up a wet ass. Meow. So if you do what you're supposed to do, you will benefit from that wet ass. I still remember the first time I heard WAP. I was driving on my way to work. I was working in a library at the time, and that job was already boring. It was boring when we were on lockdown because all we could do is remotely take people's orders and then, put the masks on and, push them through a little entranceway or whatever. So that job was just like, oh God, like just sitting there quiet as hell with a bunch of books. And so I was not looking forward to going to work this particular day. But then I heard WAP on Power 99 out of Philly, and I was like, oh boy, they're going to be talking about this today. So I kept my phone open, even though I wasn't supposed to at the time. And, just was watching the comments, watching people go crazy. I was like, yep, Cardi and Megan got them one. And sure enough, it turned out to be one of the biggest records of the 2020s, one of the biggest records of all time from women rappers. And people are still talking about it to this day. I mean, we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of the release of WAP. What Megan and Cardi were able to accomplish with that is just unbelievable. Just getting people up in arms, giving women empowerment, and having a hit record all in the same token. It's like nothing better. Nothing better. It's a fun record if you are an open-minded person. It's a shock of a record, even if you are open-minded. But if you're not willing to listen to women talk about how they like sex, which is kind of hypocritical when considering how men have been talking about how they like sex and rap for damn near 50 years. It might not be the song for you, and that's okay. Not every bit of art is for everybody, but the people it's for, it finds its mark. And WAP certainly found its mark. And that's going to do it for this express edition of the Groove Line. Greatly appreciate y'all for watching and listening. As always, contact information will be in the description below. Let me know what you think about WAP. Obviously, this is an old school R&B channel, but we do cover hip hop and different things here. So I know this is going to be a shock to the OGs checking in like, oh my gosh, she's talking about WAP. Hey, I'm still young. I still listen to rap, current rap. So, hey, but let me know what you think. If you've heard WAP, what's your take on it? We can discuss it in the comments. So thank y'all for riding on the Groove Line. Until the next time we ride, may you find the groove or the groove find you.